Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you a day in my life. So I actually don't think I've ever done a video like this before, but I kind of haven't really had a lot of motivation for filming and editing lately, and I do think it does have a little bit to do with the current coronavirus issue. I have been recording a few things here and there, but honestly, whenever I just sit down to try and edit it, I realize how dull I sound, so I end up really disliking the footage and just not using that and not posting it. But anyway, me and my husband are now living in Portugal again. We lived in the UK I did for 3 years, he did for 2.5, and I absolutely loved living in Northampton, so we were actually planning on going to Northampton later this month on the 25th and just spending 5 to 6 days there. And we'd already paid for the plane tickets and booked an apartment for us, and I was really excited to going and looking forward to it because Pre-Loved Killer was also going there. We were also considering going to Birmingham, and I was just overall really excited. And now with the current situation, of course we're not gonna go, so that was really disappointing to me, and I'm still kind of sad about it. So I just haven't really had a lot of motivation to film, and when I do, I still end up filming something that you can tell I'm not excited about it, so it just ends up being really dull and plain and basically unusable footage. But Portugal is definitely one of the many countries right now that is freaking out about the coronavirus, and there have been a lot of supermarkets that are completely empty in terms of things like toilet paper or hand sanitizer or canned food, and also meat, which I don't quite get, refrigerated meat. I guess a lot of people are just buying it and freezing it, I imagine. I don't know. But yeah, overall, things haven't been really too great lately, and I actually thought of making a video like this quite a while ago, and also I didn't want to make a random video where I was just showing you guys, designer clothes that I've been getting, or vintage clothes, or trying different foods or whatever, without at least talking a little bit about the situation here. But I hope everyone tries to stay safe, try to stay home if you can, and don't freak out too much. I am someone who gets anxious fairly easily, and I don't deal very well with stress, so if you're someone who also tends to get really stressed out easily, just try to avoid a lot of news about it, because knowing how many people have died isn't really gonna help you in any way. On to the day in my life portion of the video, I guess. So it is now 11:34 in the morning because I am privileged enough and lucky enough that I already generally work from home, so don't really need to wake up at 6 or 7 or 8 in the morning. I generally actually tend to fall asleep really late. The only days where I sometimes have to wake up a bit earlier are when I need to go sign some documents, or I need to give someone my ID so they can pick something up from the post office. That happens fairly often, actually. Now even more with the coronavirus though. I've just been staying at home so much. Anyway, I don't think I've mentioned this about myself online yet, but I always have to fall asleep listening to something. I can't fall asleep in silence, and I also can't fall asleep to random noises. It has to be something that I know and that I find familiar and that I enjoy listening to. So for the past maybe 6 or 7 years at least, maybe more, of my life, I've just been falling asleep listening to TV shows or YouTubers' videos that I really like. So a lot of times when I wake up, they're still playing. So lately I've been watching and I guess listening to a lot of I Dream of Jeannie, which is a really cute show from 1965, and yeah, that's what's playing on my TV right now. And in terms of eating, I think the only person that I know who just kind of eats when they're hungry and doesn't eat when they're not hungry. Like sometimes I'll eat 4 or 5 times a day, other times I'll just eat maybe a meal and a snack. I'm not really hungry yet, so I'll probably just watch a bit more of stuff on DVDs or YouTube, because especially now that I'm really not going out at all, they're just very good company, I guess.
Mom's explanations. Now, did you say no space?
I'm going to finish this bar. I ate half of it before remembering that I was going to film it. So it's 3 egg whites, 2 dates, 4 almonds, and baobab. If you guys know our X bars, this is like a Spanish version of that, basically. Basically put to defrost my meal later on and my husband's lunch for tomorrow as well, because he already has dinner prepped. It's gonna be the leftovers from yesterday, so I just defrosted like a regular burger for him, and I'm also defrosting like a cauliflower burger and some vegetarian like chicken nuggets, and I'm just gonna take a shower. So yeah, as you guys can tell, very exciting day. I generally don't have a lot of those, so that's also part of the reason why I was a bit hesitant about making this video, because I just think unless I purposely, go out somewhere really cool and interesting, my days are generally pretty boring, pretty normal day. I just remembered something that I should mention before I forget about it, which I probably will later, which is that because I'm probably going to show everything that I eat today, or if not everything, most things, hopefully I won't forget anything. I just want to point out I'm not a registered dietitian. I'm not trying to encourage people to eat like me. I mean, you can eat more plant-based if you want to, because that's just generally good for you, good for the environment, for the animals, so I definitely support that, but I'm not saying that my day of eating is the way that anyone else should eat. And like I said, my eating habits vary a lot from day to day, so don't take this as like what you should do. So that was all. I'm gonna go back to watching stuff. I'm considering whether or not I should try to film something else today, but I know that if I'm not in the right mood to film, I'm going to end up hating whatever I film and just not use it, so I'm really not sure for now.
Okay, that feels pretty good. Come and get robbed is kind of tough here. We're missing out on some letters. What do you... I mostly just want to see what happens if you can actually get on a date with a psycho.
So that was it for my day today. I hope it wasn't too boring, and just overall, please try to be safe wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, and don't assume that every Asian person you see has it or will infect you in some way, because that's both pretty douchey and also really not true. And just try not to freak out too much and, you know, buy 20,000 rolls of toilet paper and so much meat that your supermarket actually becomes empty, because that will cause problems for other people. And just try to be mindful of others, and yeah, stay safe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.